It's your boy J. Michael with another VIDEO. Yeah. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, the thumbs up, because y'all know I'ma keep it real, the Realionaire's way. Let's see. All right, y'all. I had a few people ask me to give my opinion or react to Cry Man, Cactus Head, Billy Blank's documentary. I watched some of it. I ain't finished, but this is part one of my reaction to Cry Man. Okay. As y'all know, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I came here about what? 88, 89. I came here, but I was in and out, going back and forth from Lima, Ohio to Indiana to Michigan. You know, them the cities I was doing my thug thizzle at. You know, I was in Ghetto 9 doing my thing. So then when I finally settled here, I got hit, I got robbed, so I didn't have nothing. I was on the street. So my brother, his mom adopted me. So they lived on Francis and Lewis, down the street from the Crier Man. Yeah. And I do have to say, that area at that time was rough. If you wasn't cool over there, if you wasn't about it like that or hard over there, you gonna get ran up or you gonna get done up over there. That was real. So he did grow up over there in a rough neighborhood. It was rough over there. It was true. Every other week, every other month, every 2 weeks, it was a body or somebody getting shot or somebody getting stabbed or somebody getting beat. You know, and you know, right there, you know, you staying on the corner. If it wasn't gay in Pontiac, you was over there in the Lewis and Francis and the Lewis Street area, the east side. You know, going up and down the street, slanging your bobos. You know, so he ain't lying about that. It was rough over there, and I'm gonna keep it real. And he did have a name. He did have a name out there, you know, because he ran with the G's. And you know, and this is what make me mad when people say G's are gangs, vice lords are gangs, you know, the Crips are gangs, and the Bloods are gangs. Why do y'all label us as gangs? But the Ku Klux Klan, the Aryan Brothers and the Saintsonites, they considered organizations. But if y'all really do the history on G's and vice lords and stuff like that, they was created to protect the community. The white man is the one that labeled it as a gang because it was black people. But when the Ku Klux Klans, they get police escorts. So I hate when people say, "Oh yeah, I was in the gang, I was in the G's, we a gang." No, we are an organization. Just like the Vice Lords, the Crips and the Bloods. We are organizations. We're not gangs. But that's the label they want to put on y'all. Y'all run with it. But we not gangs. It's organization. But he was a G. He's still a G. He older. He's retired. You know, once you get to a certain age, you're able to retire. But you still hold that brand. But he was wild out there. I knew his brother Waffle. Because of how me and Waffle was cool. His brother Waffle, me and him was cool. But him and Waffle had a problem with my brother Joe Ski. They had a problem. And the problem that they had, they was beefing over some cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? Waffle was messing with a female, and he was messing with her first. Waffle was messing with her first. Yeah, for y'all don't know, because he probably said his name, but I knew his real name, but we always called him Waffle. That was Crier Man, little brother, Waffle. We called him Waffle. You know, y'all know they called him by his name or they called him Waffle here and there, but the streets known him as Waffle. But let's get back to it. Waffle was going with the female first. They broke up. My brother started talking to her. My brother ended up having a baby with her. Waffle slid back in, still talking to her, so they got to beefing. But, you know, it didn't lead to nothing. They just was going back and forth. "Oh, nigga, I'm gonna kill you, nigga, woo-woo." You know how it go. But it never led to nothing. But The story about Waffle is deep. I know the whole story. The whole story. I know. If y'all ever seen Bout It with Master P, if y'all ever seen Bout It with Master P, Officer Smiley, the cop that did that to Crier Man's brother looked just like that cop, bald headed and everything, like that cop. Y'all would think that was that cop. You know what I'm saying? And that's real, cause I know the cop too. You know, and he was a mug around here. Everybody, we used to call him Officer Smiley, because we always knew he looked like the cop off About It. But that story about Crier Man's brother, that's real. But it's a lot of stuff that Crier Man don't know about that situation, but I do. You know, and the dude that they said that did it, that got locked up for it, he didn't do 12. He did like 7.5. Cause I was locked up in prison with him. We was at Wabash Valley. We was there, and him and another guy, my dude, you know, JL, I call him J. Lewis, you know, they helped me get out on that situation with that dirty cop. Because if I wouldn't have got involved with that dirty cop, I probably would have just now be getting out of prison. But they concocted a plan and got me out. And it worked. I'm talking to y'all. So, but that story, I know the real truth of what happened to that story. Because the dude that they said did it, me and him like this, you know. But the reason he took the case is because that dirty cop said if he didn't do it, he was going to put it on him. Because that certain individual, he was there. And he put the paper out there. He put the newspaper clipping out there so y'all seen his name. His name was Sanders. He was there when it went down. He was actually there when Waffle got killed. He was there. But he didn't do none of that. They were supposed to go handle some business, and then Officer Smiley came out and handled his business. It was a setup, you know, and he was about to do Sanders, but Sanders was like, hey, and he told Sanders, well, you gonna say you did it. You did it. Or I'm gonna get your grandma and your mom and start knocking your family down one by one. That's why he took the rap. He got shot, if I'm not mistaken, I think he got shot with a .357 snub-nosed bulldog. That's what he got hit with in the back of the noodles. But that was hard for a lot of us because Waffle was cool around here. You know, everybody had their little riff-rats who they beef with, but pretty much Waffle was cool. Everybody knew him and everybody loved him. That's why it was a shock when we found out that Waffle got killed. Like, what? Waffle got killed? Who the hell Waffle? Who the hell killed Waffle? Then when all the street soldiers started hitting Ghetto 9 real tough, we found out the real. You get what I'm saying? And it's sad that the people that's supposed to protect and serve you are the ones that's really against you, the ones that's really setting you up, the ones that's really out there to taking hits on you. Yeah, it was an H. It was an H. And it's sad, you know, but I will tell y'all this. If Crier Man wouldn't have got locked up, I'm going to be real. If Crier Man wouldn't have got locked up and changed his way of thinking, the old Crier Man wouldn't have gave a hoot about that man being a cop. He would have went and handled his business because that was his little brother. I'm being honest with y'all, the realionaires way. The old Crier Man would have handled his business on that cop. He wouldn't have gave a hell because that man had the blue suit on. He would, oh, you killed my brother and I know you're a dirty cop. I'm going to handle your business. It's a lot of people that I know for a fact that Officer Smiley then laid in the dirt. Because, hey, once again, I'm known around here. I'm about that life. See, what y'all don't understand is, and not changing the subject, but I'm going to say this real quick, that y'all know me and Crier, I've been talking about Crier Man for a while, for some years now on here, right? And some good, some bad, and then you know me and him don't see eye to eye on certain things. But if I wasn't about my life, if I wasn't about what I say I'm about on here, don't y'all know me and Crier, man, from the same city. You get what I'm saying? Even though I'm from Detroit, I've been here for some years, so he know I'm from this city. So if I wasn't about what I say, don't y'all think the Crier Man would have said it by now? Like, That dude ain't about that. That dude on here capping. That dude just running his mouth. I know people that know that dude. That dude ain't nothing. That dude just a coward. Don't y'all think the Cry Man would have said that by now? Oh, that dude just gassing it up. The Crier Man not saying that because Crier Man know my reputation. It ain't trying to shoot him down or throw salt on him or none of that. He know my reputation. He know what I'm about. I'm not gassing because if he wouldn't have went to prison, he was one of those ruthless dudes out there. You get what I'm saying? We bumped heads one time. But they ain't gonna talk about that. We bumped heads one time. But that was way before we was young. That was in the 90s type stuff. But that was then. That was then. But what I'm saying is, if I wasn't about what I say, y'all know Crier Man would have busted me out by now. Crier Man would have drugged me all through the mud like this nigga gas, and this nigga ain't about that. I don't know why he on the internet gassing himself up. I don't have to lie about who I am. I was about that life. I'm older now. I'm chilling. I got grandkids. I want to see my grandkids grow. I want to go to my grandkids' games. You know what I'm saying? And I survived it. Being in ghetto Nam, just like Crier. Crier was in ghetto Nam. Crier done been to prison. Crier done hurt people. Crier done shot people. Come on now, he got a pass. He ain't no soft dude. Now I'm gonna say it like that. He ain't no soft dude. He just knows certain people that I ain't scared of the nigga, but I ain't gonna challenge the nigga either. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be like, oh nigga, he ain't gonna do that. It's just he knows certain people that he ain't gonna challenge because he knows it's gonna be a war. You get what I'm saying? See, me, I got a different attitude because I know I got soldiers and I got guys that back then that we wiping your whole generation out. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the older you get, the more you learn, and the more you go through stuff and survive, the more you want to settle down and just chill because you like, man, when it's enough, and that's what Crier did. Crier went to prison for, hitting the bank, you know what I'm saying? And he did his time. He got out, slipped for a minute, met a female. She helped him get back on his feet. And he took off from there, got him a good job, kept a good job. And then, it's like, well, that's gonna be the other video. Let's go back to where he came from. Because the G's, the vice lords, the CPTs, the lynch mob, the nation, there was all the gangs that was out here. Everybody was beefing. Everybody, we was going at it. But me, I was a rebel. Even though I'm a G, I was a rebel. Because I always felt like, even though I got my fam, I got my folks out there, I still felt I'm not going to tell on myself when I go do my dirt. I'm not going to tell on myself. I remember when 12 dudes ran up on me. And this true story? You can go after the barber named Jehovah in Indiana. His barbershop name is his barbershop is called Team Hova. Y'all can ask him because he was one of the 12. They ran up on me. I was by myself. They was about to jump me. One dude stole me. Blah, blah. I got against the wall. They rushed me. I'm beating them down. Bing, 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 bing. Pick the stick up. Bing, 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 bing. I beat up 11 of them. One dude say, dog, you ain't gonna help me. He said, man, he whooping 11. He whooping all 11 of y'all. What one more gonna do? Because I feared for my life. Because I felt if they would have got me on the ground, I was done. Because they was gonna stump me. They was gonna stump me till I wasn't breathing no more. So I had to get it to gator mode. You know what I'm saying? They entered their own swamp. And that's how Crier Man was back in his heydays. He'd jump out the bushes on your ass and come out the alley on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, what he's saying, he wasn't no real tough dude, but he wasn't no hoe either. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do when he had to do it. And then when he was out there in the streets, he did what he had to do to handle his habit. But other than that, he wasn't soft. He'll put in work because he have put in work. So, like I told y'all, I'm going to keep it real on his documentary. If anything that ain't real, I'm going to keep it real. But so far, everything he's saying is on the honey. He ain't lying about nothing right now because I ain't finished watching it. He had money back before he did his thing. Then when he slipped and fell into the swamp, everybody had a downfall, and he had his downfall, and he had to find himself again, and he climbed up and he did his thing, and now look at him now. Fort Wayne is a small city, but it's the second biggest city in Indiana. But if y'all want to go land-wise, Fort Wayne is bigger than Indianapolis, but population-wise, Indianapolis is bigger than Fort Wayne. But Fort Wayne ain't no soft city. We got some goons up in here too now. You got, boy, hey, there's some goons up in here. We just gonna leave it like that. It's goons here. And I ain't gonna say all Crier brothers, but the ones I know, like the ones I know, they about that life. And he got some cousins that's about that life because I'm cool with all his cousins. They about that life. So he got some goons, some killers in his family now. And if his little brother on Waffle didn't pass, he was a goon. So if that's his little brother and Crier was the big brother, y'all know he was a goon. But you got some goons that's harder than other goons. Then you got some goons that don't have nothing to lose compared to the other goon. You got goons that do their goon thing, but they got something to lose. But when you got the ones that ain't got nothing to lose, they don't got a cure in the world. And that's the attitude I had when I was out there in them streets in Ghetto Numb. So Francis and Lewis, where he grew up at, oh yeah, it was rough. Because I was on Francis and Lewis right there. Okay, you got the store. Then you had another store, it's the field now, but it was a house right across the street it was a little yellow house. They tore it down now, but I stayed in that little yellow house with my adopted mom. So the neighborhood was rough. A lot of dope fiends over there, a lot of prostitutes over there. It was a homie that my son mom, her uncle got killed over there. His name was Clay. The police shot him up, shot his whole mouth off. And talking about he had a gun. He never had a gun. He was so ruthless around here that they weren't taking no chance when he shot his whole mouth off. And that happened on Francis and Lewis. So, it was rough over there. Gay and Pontiac was rough. Then was the areas like the Francis and Lewis areas was mostly like the G's, the Gay and Pontiac area was mostly like the CPTs, and then Chestnut area was mostly like the lynch mob, stuff like that, And then the nations, the nation was spread out damn near everywhere. The nations was, nations wore red. Lynch mob wore the black. CPTs was red. The G's wore our blue. And vice lords, they wore their red. But everybody had they sections and who they hung with and who they affiliated themselves with. And the only thing I didn't understand when I came here is how they was killing each other, and they went to preschool, kindergarten, grew up with each other because it's small here, and they was killing each other. That's what I didn't understand. And it shocked me because I'm like, dang, where I'm from, we don't be knowing the people that we beefing with. We own it. But pretty much, Crier, the documentary is on the up and up right now. Everything he's speaking is facts. And when his brother got killed, like I said, that was a sad moment. And I know the whole story on that. And I'll probably tell y'all about that in the next video. But I was locked up with Sanders. I did 6, Sanders did 7.5. He was locked up 7.5 years on that case. They arrested Gentry. But the reason Gentry didn't do what he was supposed to do is because Gentry mom was heavy, not in the game, but in the police circle. She had a lot of pull, so she pulled some strings for her son. So that's why stuff didn't go the way everybody planned it to go, because of who his mama was with them folks downtown. It's a lot that I know. Cry was about that life. And, you know, everybody, like I said, had a downfall. And right now, I'm still into his documentary. I just seen that part when he was talking about where he lived and what happened to his brother, you know. And I wanted to elaborate on his brother because me and Waffle was real cool, you know. And my brother got mad at me because he thought, cause he my brother, and he beefing with Waffle, that I was supposed to beef with Waffle. I don't do stuff like that just because you mad at him over some petty stuff. I'm not finna beef with this man because y'all beefing over some woo woo. That's between you and that man, you know. But it didn't go no further than that. But me and Waffle was real cool. So when Waffle got killed, it kind of hit a nerve with me because me and Waffle was real cool, you know. And then just like his son that passed, I know the real story on that too. He know the story. I told him about it, bits and pieces of it. So you know, it's. I'm not gonna say nothing about that on the internet because that's still, you know. But that was sad how that went down too, you know. But hey, the old crier. I'm just telling y'all, the old crier. He would have handled his business and all that situation with his son. We wouldn't be talking about it, but. He's a changed man. He got stuff he looking forward to. He got goals he trying to set for his kids and his grandkids now. So, you know, he changed his life. He changed his ways from being in ghetto numb. But this is part 1. I'm gonna come with part 2 and let y'all know what's happening. I'm finna finish watching his documentary. J. Michael out.